Right,
That's your you made that up in it. The potato. What's it called again? Potato sack in it.
Yeah, potato sacked.
That's crazy, man. Go for it. Go live.
Yeah, we're live now. Yeah, just one sec. Yeah, so first of all, Pep, just want to say, pass my condolences on to Roberto Duran. Yeah, I hope he makes a speedy recovery, man. Because I hear that the brother's in hospital with COVID-19. So I hope everything goes well for the brother and he gets well soon and gets out. Because
he was a legend, yeah. He was an absolute legend. He was like fighting for 5 decades, didn't he? He basically won a lot of titles. He went up in weight. He beat a lot of greats. Yeah, that guy is in probably my top 10.
Yeah, and all of Famer for real. Salute Mark Wunderlich. Salute to you, bro. If you're still there, I was running late. So, but yeah, like I say, quickly, just want to pass well wishes on to Roberto Duran and hope he makes a speedy recovery. Right, let's get into it. Mr. PD himself, Chi-Town, salute, bro. Yeah, salute, Mark. Salute to you, brother. Hope you're well. And salute to you, Shy. Hope you're well, bro. So, as we all know, the breaking news. But I'm gonna do a full circle on this. But yeah, what have you got to say about potato sack fucking popping dirty? Again.
Potato sack, innit? Like pharmacy, like what I mean? Like, I just can't believe it. Like, he messed up that big payday with AJ, 7 million or 8 million, whatever it was. He could have been the one that in Ruiz's shoes, but he decided, to use everything that's in the pharmacy. So he messed it up, man. And now this is his third time I'm hearing, because previously, like when he was a kickboxer as well, like he's been popped as well. Yeah. So this is his third time, man. Unbelievable. I'm shocked now. Now his next fight ain't gonna happen in July, so things are not looking good for Jarrell Big Baby Miller.
I don't think he's going. Sorry, mate, just sending this. I don't think he's going to fight again me. I don't think I can't. Right, just let me send Tyrone a link because he's asking for get on. Yeah, I couldn't believe it, mate. I couldn't believe it when I heard it. I tell you, who I heard it off. Main man. That's where I heard it. He broke it as soon as KQKC come off. He come on, did a quick live stream, and I went on to Twitter. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Well, that's what I'm going to go and get to now, bro. I'm just sending Tyrone the link. Yeah, I'm going to get to that because I was ripping the shit out of Fat Dusty. I was thinking, said to my son, I said, he's popped dirty again. Can't believe it. This guy, after he's given AJ shit for saying he's a juice baby and all this shit, he's on all kinds of peds and that. Obviously, we all know he popped dirty, lost his $7 million fight against, and a very good chance against beating Anthony Joshua. But then to beg Eddie in and come round full circle and ask for his pity on him and stuff like that. And then obviously Eddie's fucked him off and all shit like that. But then he signs with Top Rank, gets a fighting schedule. It's that Tyrone. Salute to you, Tyrone. You alright, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Thanks.
Salute to you, Tyrone. What are you saying, bro? Salute.
Yeah, and then to get given another chance and then pop dirty again. But I want to say something like what Mark's just put. Mark's just put a fucking great comment. Fury should be gone too. And exactly. And that's the reason why I'm saying this, because I watched the video what Drew Titan just dropped earlier, and Drew made some fucking fantastic comments in that video. He put, well, if people are going to go in, not word for word, but he put something along the lines of, people are going to go in on Big Dummy Miller, Big Belly Miller, whatever you want to call him, Fat Dusty Miller. If people are going to do that, why is Povetkin fighting? Why is Dillian White fighting? Why is Tyson Fury fighting? Where's Dillian White's B sample? I'll let you brothers kick off with that.
Yeah, the thing is though, Drew Titan, he made a good point because they're all cheating. Tyson Fury cheated a couple of times, or more than that, maybe. Maybe he didn't get caught before that. Dillian White, he got caught twice. The B sample is still missing till this day. Things are not looking good for the heavyweight division right now because I actually thought Jarrell Miller, he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? Like he's for a big guy like that, the way he punches, like fast hands and everything. You know, a lot of people say now because of the drugs that he's using, it's a complete shame, and they should all be banned, including Tyson Fury, the cheater that he is. Go on, Tyrone, go for it.
Jerome Miller. I'm not like, I'm not like super shocked. Like I mean, back in the UFC, like about 7 years ago, they had the TRTs, and you actually went to your doctor, get a note, come back to the UFC and tell them, you know what, if I don't get this TRT, I'll die. And they will let you fight. But that was in 2013. They changed the rules. So I don't know if he's made that in his head that he needs this. So, yeah. But most people now won't let him fight because of it. So, I mean, it's his fault at the end of the day. He knows the risk. If he wants to keep using, then he won't be allowed to fight.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I think he's been using as well is
stop using.
I think one of the reasons why he was using as well is because he thought he can get away with it because of the pandemic, the COVID stuff, you know, because he thought like by the time he fights, you know, it's going to cycle off because there's rumors that a lot of the fighters are using this stuff. So no one's testing them because obviously everyone's all isolating, staying at home and everything. So this guy, man, he's got a bad luck, man.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I've no. Hey, up here's the OG. Salute, Stormy.
What's going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, bro. Are you? You had a good week?
Yeah, man. Everything's good. We had a great show last night. If you guys didn't get a chance to check it out, I recommend you go on the archive and catch the replay. We had an excellent boxing talk last night.
I'll go check that out, Stormy. I was in bed early last night, bro. I was fucking knackered. The end of the week had caught up with me. But yeah, I'll definitely go do that, Stormy. I will do. What was it? What was it? The Three Wise Men, or was it Eye of the Storm?
No, it was the Friday night chop session.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry.
Yeah, we had D-Style, Reggie, Cadillac Red, and also Kurt Sugar stopped by for a moment.
Hey, that sounds good. So, Stormy, what have you got to say about Big Dusty Miller, bro?
Oh, man. Let me tell you something about trash. When you put it out, you don't bring it back inside. Huh? Yeah. That's why they call it disposable. So, you know, a lot of people wanted to give the guy a chance and everything after the first time around with some stuff that he had been known for even when he was participating in the other sport. But a leopard doesn't change his spots, man. And I think people should just really move away from giving him any attention and give the attention to the appropriate personnel participating in the sport.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fantastic words. Fantastic words. I mean, the only reason why I'm talking about, because I'm going to move on from other subjects, I'm not spending my life talking about him, because anyone who's followed me for a long time knows that I don't like that guy. I've never liked him for the simple fact of his hatred and his jealousness towards other fighters, especially Wilder. I mean, when he come out with that shit about his girlfriend and stuff like that, and then saying things about AJ's mum. I don't like people like that in general. So I'm not going to sit up here and pump my whole live stream based on him. But I just wanted to cover it for a quick 15, 20 minutes, something like that. But we were just talking earlier before you came on, Stormy, about other cheaters in the game. You know, where's that B sample still to this day? Where's that? Why is Povetkin fighting again? And, you know, Tyson Fury, another PD cheater. There's just so many of them, isn't there? But I think for Dusty now, I think it's the end of the road for Dusty. I can't see anyone touching him.
Yeah, it's
Same, bro.
and if it is, good riddance, man. Good riddance.
Yeah. The thing is, like Pep said before, Stormy, he's not actually a bad fighter, is he? You know, I mean, we'll never know that, because obviously he was pumped full of all kind of medicines. But me personally, I've never liked his style, but I always thought up until he got pumped, he popped dirty for his pets and stuff. I always thought the amount of pressure what the guy could put on fighters, he puts them on the back foot, he puts them on the rope. There's not many people that could deal with the amount of punches what he, but obviously now we know why he was so energetic. Understand, bro, and salute GG's, but is anyone really surprised about Big Baby? Honestly, thought exactly Underground Asylum. I mean, if anyone wants to add on this before we move on, it's entirely up to you.
The thing is, though, like he came back, you know, after he cheated. You know, he never got a ban. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's wrong. Is, you know, I blame the sport of boxing, because he should have got banned. You know what I mean? If you don't ban these guys, they're not gonna learn their lesson. Look at Canelo Alvarez. He cheated, you know, and apparently, you know, they said that they gave him 6 months, but you know what I mean? Fighters don't fight anyway. They fight every 6 months anyway, fighters anyway. So that's not really a ban, is it? So,
excuse me.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things in it with Fury as well. Like with Fury and the farmer with the wild boar stuff. Like, it's just a non-stop. Like, you know, who else is cheating? You know what I mean? Maybe they didn't get caught. Maybe everyone is at it. This is the thing with the sport. You know what I mean? That's like, I just think Big Baby Miller is the only unlucky one. You know what I mean? He came back to Eddie Hearn after, like, you know, after when he got caught, you know, after a couple of months when he leaned on Eddie Hearn's shoulder, crying to him, saying like, "Oh, will you have me back?" like a child.
Yeah.
That was sad. Like, sad to see that. Oh, is that the picture? Yeah, that Tyrone got. Yeah, I can see that. So
yeah,
you noticed it.
Tyrone's cool with his avatar.
I just noticed it.
Do you know what the thing is though? The damn shame thing about it. Well, there's two things what I think is a damn shame. One, you don't know how good this guy could have actually been, because he's fucking big dude, man.
Only because I might get loud.
Sorry, Stormy, you're fading in and out, bro. Say that again, Stormy. You faded out, brother. I think Stormy's having difficulties.
I mean, I just think, I think this guy I can't believe Top Rank actually gave him the chance. You know, they gave him a chance. You know, he's supposed to fight next month, and look what happened. So it's like I'm not gonna be surprised if they clean it up, so the B sample comes back clean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He's full of excuses. You know, he hasn't fully admitted to his previous
oh, I know.
his last cheat. His
I
last
know
cheat, he didn't admit it.
He blamed Eddie Hearn for it. I did a video on it, bro. He blamed Eddie Hearn for it. That's what he did. I can't remember now because it was that long ago. It was about 3 or 4 months ago I did the video on him. But I read an article what he did with some British news. Was it some British betting agency what sponsor fighters? And he was blaming Eddie Hearn for it. I was fucking laughing my head off. Couldn't believe it. And I was reading what he was saying. How can you blame other people for your own, you know what I mean? But the thing is, what's fucked him up, Pep, is he's lost that bread. That $7 million what he could have got against AJ would have seen him nice and happy. He lost that. He lost the chance. He lost the opportunity of winning the belts. The guy could have been the world champion. He could have been on top of the world.
So basically, he's blaming Eddie Hearn. So is he trying to say Eddie Hearn, injected his on his ass? What the hell?
Is
that what he's trying to say? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and at the same time, AJ, I don't know if he's joking or anything like that, but AJ was saying, he's gonna pay his mom's rent.
The landlord.
The landlord, you know what I mean? That's where the name comes from.
Yeah.
This guy, he's completely messed up. Like, he's the top news right now. He's the top news, and I just think they're gonna clean it up anyway. This is what they're gonna do, especially he's signed to Bob Arum, so Bob Arum, he's a bit dodgy, Bob Arum.
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Just let me read this quickly. What GG's put when the WBC raises the clenbuterol standard to accommodate for the failure test results, then something is wrong. Yeah, fucking facts, GG, facts. I mean, it's such a corrupt sport anyway, isn't it? Backhanders, fucking judges, fucking making up bullshit scorecards, fighters cheating with PEDs, fighters cheating with gloves, fighters, just everything, referees taking fucking backhanders. It's a beautiful sport, but goddamn, man, it's the most corrupted sport ever. And there needs a big shake-up in boxing because, like what you struck earlier, I'm going to bring Tyrone in a minute, but what you struck earlier, Pep, what you said about these 6-month bans. If you're gonna get fucking banned for 6 months, because 90% of fighters only fight like good elite fighters or world champions. Most of them only fight fucking twice a year anyway. So if you pop dirty for PEDs and you get a 6-month ban, it doesn't matter, does it? You can do 6 months, do a 6-month suspension. As long as you keep yourself in shape, it's only like you waiting to fight again. Because, like I say, most of the fighters only fight twice a year. So if you pop dirty, it doesn't mean anything. There needs to be strict fucking laws, mate. Pop once, get something like a 2-year ban. Pop twice, you're out of the game. Or in fact, you pop once, just out of the game. Go on, Tyrone. What have you got to say, bro? Or Stormy? Anyone who wants to piggyback off that?
No, I just wanted to ask real quick, Laws. Am I clearer now? It seemed like my signal clearer?
Yeah, you bang on now. You bang on now, mate. Yeah, superb.
Okay, let Tyrone go ahead with what he has to offer, and I'll just come in behind him.
Okay. No, I'm not much of anything. You can go ahead.
No, what I was going to say is that, yeah, you're absolutely right about this thing when you're talking about suspensions and how the guys are fighting today. This is why a more hardline way of dealing with this issue with drugging. Don't forget this. The PEDs are definitely a drug, right? Yeah. Now, what's not being discussed about PEDs? The addiction factor. Guys who are accustomed to taking stuff and getting by the regulations, getting by the tests themselves, because they're always trying to modify and make substances that can beat the test.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like if they get you for something now and they suspend you 6 months, even when the 6 months term is up, these guys who create the drugs in the labs and stuff, that gives them ample amount of time to do something with the drug that they sell you to modify it so you can possibly pass the drug test the next time you're able to, come around. See, that this is something that people don't talk about. And again, the addiction factor. There are guys who have taken substances, for injuries and become addicted to what the doctor prescribed for them. So why couldn't a person develop an addiction to PEDs? You see what I'm saying? And you think you can't survive without it. You think you can't be a man without it. You got stuff for ED out there, right? And people take it. Maybe even without having an ED problem, but they just want to seem and come across as virile. And they take this substance to the point where it's damaging to the body, and then you end up having to rely upon it. And then it becomes a point where even that is not working for you anymore. So it's like there's a multiple level of circumstances that can happen here that no one's having a discussion about. But you should hold these people accountable, and also the more stringent punishment when it comes. Not just, you're suspended, but how about a fine?
Yeah.
A fine that will apply to your very next fight when you come back off of being away. And it's a certain percentage, and it goes to or toward an organization that helps addicts, people who are in those anonymous groups or something like that. A huge chunk of your check goes to that on your very next fight. See, you call attention to the problem, and you'll begin to make people have pause and be like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I had to offer on that subject.
What a great, great comment. That is fucking bang on, Stormy. That is bang on. Soon as you come back, you get hit with a fucking massive fine. They should take the whole purse off them for the next fight. They should get, Stormy? They should get fined, banned, and then when they do come back, they get fined again. The whole, or not all the purse, because they would probably never fight again. But they should. I don't know. That's a great idea, though, Stormy. They need to set an example on someone, not just Miller, because Miller isn't just the first person. Canelo Alvarez as well. He needs to be it. That guy come out with the bullshit, as we all know. Tainted meat in Mexico. A multi-millionaire who's eating meat in Mexico telling me that your meat was infected. The guy disappeared for a few months. Next thing you know, he was fighting again. Game over. Yeah, that's a fantastic idea, Stormy. But
one more thing. Check this out. Since you mentioned Canelo, and we know the WBC really supports him, right? And then giving him all these provisions.
Yeah.
Check it out. If you're a champion, regardless of what sanctioning body championship you're representing, that means world champion, right? So you're not exclusive to the WBC or something like that. So if you pop dirty, all conditions, regardless of what the WBC wants to do for you, would apply because you're a world champion.
Yeah,
and that
exactly.
means that somebody from somewhere else could be challenging you for your crown, and you have done things to cut the corners to have an advantage, unfair advantage. So by being a world champion, I don't even care if it's a franchise champion.
Yeah.
You should be penalized, and if the fight has transpired already, immediately stripped of any consideration going forward, and the person that you failed to test against gets that plus a percentage of your purse.
Yes. Stormy's on fire. Go on, Stormy. Fucking yes, sir. That's what I mean, Stormy. There's that many ways that you could actually hit them hard, isn't there? Like what you've just said. Oh man, there needs to be a massive shake up, a massive shake up in boxing. I mean, like, go on, Pat. My bad.
Yeah, like like in other sports, they always got like there's like a big federation. Like for example, like soccer, football. You got FIFA. That's like worldwide. So if someone makes a mistake, a big mistake, like when it comes to like cheating, like drugs or something, PEDs, they all get like banned worldwide. So they can't play football, soccer, like anywhere else, like in the world.
Yeah.
But with boxing, if you get banned with the WBC, then you can fight for the IBF, or what I mean, or in a different state, like, or in different countries, stuff like that. Like, it's just it makes the sport look small. It makes the sport not look that attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a sport that they earn a lot of money. They earn the same type of money, some of them, as like, footballers and basketball and so on. You know what I mean? So there needs to be a big shake-up, like you said, man, Loss.
Yeah, there does, brother. There really does. Like Stormy was saying before, the good ideas like that. There's just so many. It doesn't mean anything now, does it? Unless any of these governing sanction bodies are gonna, clamp the feet on them. It doesn't mean anything, does it? I mean, to me personally, just my own thoughts. The only belt now, really, what I bother about is the IBF. I've got no interest in the WBC. It's corrupt as fuck. Like everyone calls it. What do you call it? We be crooks or something. It stands for. The WBO's corrupt because of Pamper Bob, but it's corrupt anyway. The WBA, I don't know, they're corrupt, but not as bad as the WBO or the WBC. It only seems to me personally, the IBF, who don't seem to be corrupt. But who's saying that they can't be corrupt? And I mean, the IBO, I don't even bother with the IBO. That's straight off the back of a cereal packet. That championship belt, it's not even made of real leather, made of plastic. So yeah, they need to shake up.
Yeah, Mark Wonderlicht, he made a great point. I don't know if you want to read that out. He said that
yeah, which one is it, mate?
He smoked weed in his job.
Oh yeah, I did.
He smoked weed in his job. If you want to make that point, I don't know, because that's a great point, really.
I did. I think I've gone past it. I did see it, yeah. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I lost my job for smoking weed. He pops dirty for hard shit and gets a chance to fight. Exactly, Mark. Exactly, brother. It's fucking bullshit. But like I say, Drew Titan made a very... Oh, salute, Shy. Salute to you, brother. What's Mark put? In America, it's like 5 over it. Oh, right. He must be talking to someone. Yeah, but Drew Titan did make a great point earlier on his video where he said, do you know what? I'm with Fat Dusty Miller, because he said, do you know what? Where's the B sample? Where's fucking the glove gates? Where's Tyson Fury's fucking B sample? Where's Povetkin fighting? So if it's good for one, it's good for all, like Canelo and all shit like that. So he did make a good point. Salute Jupiter B. Salute to you, bro. Hope you're good. If you want to carry on talking about this, you can. If not, I'm gonna skip to. Well, there's a couple of things what I want to talk about. But it's up to you, brothers, whether you want to continue talking about it or skip on to another subject.
I just want to say that I think they're gonna sweep this under the carpet. The reason why I think is because like they're gonna say something like, "Oh, you know, he took some medication, this, that. He had a back pain. He had some sort of injuries."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Even if they don't do that, they'll make us forget, like they did with his. You know, this is third time anyway. So
Yeah.
why not get away with it with the what I mean? It's a joke, man. It's absolute joke. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you bang on. I think he's finished now. I think that's the end of him. I can't see anyone touching him now. I can't see anyone fucking pissing on him if he was on fire to put him out. I just can't. He's too much of a risk. But then again, you never know.
Like,
Canelo's the same though, isn't he? Really? Come on, let's be real. The guy's fucking a PED cheat. He runs up and down leagues, fucking dodging other fighters, but he's still fighting. So I don't know. It's corrupt as a mofo.
The thing is though, like Eddie Hearn, like he said that. Oh, we'll see. Like what? Like the picture that Taro was showing. Like when he said that, you know, oh, give me a chance, like daddy, this, that, and he basically like Eddie Hearn stayed away from him. He's like, oh, we'll see. So Eddie must be like happy now that he didn't sign him, because look, even Povetkin as well. He's another drugs cheat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's crazy, man. I just I don't know, man. You can talk about something else, innit?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch off to say I'm gonna read Jupiter B's thingy. Yeah, he had a virus given him passed along. Lol, just joking. I wonder, Lich. Salute to you, Black Star Sports. I'm just putting in what's the first letter of your email, bro. Your email, and I'll get you on. Salute to you. Jupiter B's put Miller as trash. But I get Drew's point. Miller's fan base hold up the fighters according while Fury, White, Povetkin will be defended. Exactly. So yeah, exactly. Jupiter B. That's a fucking great comment. Right, I'm gonna flip the script now. I'm gonna go on to something else. I did a video in the week. This is just Ishay, but it's a fight what I quite fancy if they could ever make it. AB and Regis Prograis. Or
oh yeah, I saw your video.
All right, salute Tyrone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that if it was ever made? Do you know what? Right, just before you go in, right? Oh, just before you go in on me, I like AB. I find him fucking hilarious, but he's a clown outside the ring. But the guy is a good fighter, man. Do you think he's still got anything to offer?
So it's just the same thing with him. Listen, if he sits down and tries hard, trains hard, gives 100% without distractions, he's on all cylinders, he should outbox Prograis. Is that going to happen? No, because he's really off boxing now.
Well, yeah, because he is a full-time rapper now called Twin, isn't he?
I mean, he's been like that for like a couple years now, probably since 2014. But he's not really had any. I mean, I listened to some of his stuff and it's not amazing. So, yeah, I mean, he's like, I saw a video Blood did, I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and he said that most of these guys aren't even interested in boxing. They just use it so that we can fund their habits, like cars or chess or whatever they like to do. So, yeah, with Broner, does he have better skills than Prograis? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I probably agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, is he gonna be 100%? No, he won't. Will he make himself 100%? He definitely won't. So it's just another letdown.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah. Thing is, though, I actually, like I say, I actually like Broner. I do like Broner. But I do like Regis Prograis. I think Regis is a fantastic fighter. Me, I think he was so unlucky to lose that fight against Josh Josh Taylor.
I
don't
agree.
Before you get your point in, bro, just let me say this quickly. I was going to say there's so many people who say that Josh won that fight, but me personally, what I saw that fight, I've only ever watched it twice, and I come up with both ideas that I gave Regis the first 5 rounds, and I gave Josh Taylor the next 5 rounds, and then I think, to me, Regis just did enough to nick that round 11 and 12. I mean, look at Regis's face compared to Josh Taylor's face. Josh Taylor's face was fucked up, man. But hats off to both of them. That it was a fantastic fight. Probably the best card. Yeah, of course you can watch it. No problem, bro. I can't remember the first line of your email.
Yeah, that was a good card.
Fair dues to Eddie Hearn. Let me see. You're all right, Black Star. You're all right, brother.
Black Star?
He had this problem last week. Right, I'm going to send you a link now. Watch it.
But
yeah, just quickly, Tyro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hats off to both of them, mate. It was a fantastic fight, and I'd love to see that fight again. But like someone said to me, I don't think Josh wants that smoke again. Yes, you're here. I got you, brother. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, just adding. You were just on then.
Tell him to use the headphones or something in it, or maybe send a link on his phone. Maybe he can use his phone.
Okay,
No,
I can hear him a little bit. I just
speak again. Yeah, we got you. We got you, brother.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Oh, you can't hear us. We can hear it.
Maybe he should use his phone. I don't know, something like that.
Black Star, if you're on your computer, bro, best thing to do is just plug in some headphones at the side of your laptop. Fuck using your mic, bro. Yeah, we can hear you, but you can't hear us.
All right.
Just plug a set of headphones in. Salute Watcher, you all right, bro?
I'm good, man. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to let Tyrone piggyback off that about the Regis Prograis AB fight. I'm going to go for a quick cigarette.
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I couldn't understand if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can hear you.
Clear now, bro.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Go on, Tyrone. Piggyback off that Regis. Yeah, salute to you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, great.
I hear you now.
What was it? The Prograis Taylor fight?
Yeah, I'm just.
I had it. I had an 8-4 for Taylor. I mean, that's a bit biased because I thought Taylor was going to beat him going into the fight. I think I said knockout too, but I was wrong. But that was a decent card. But with Taylor, I think he's good at 140. I think he'll be dog stomp if he goes up a weight against any real guy. You're going in and out, Black Star. I can't hear you too well.
Yeah, basically, I don't think they're not going to do that rematch. Prograis against Taylor. No. They're not going to do it.
I was on. I wasn't on, but I was listening to your channel, Stormy, with Reggie Owens, I think last week, and he was talking about the Prograis Hooker deal, and he was right, man. Like, the moment the pandemic came in, they had already agreed to fight before the pandemic. The moment the pandemic came in, Prograis and his team decided that they were going to go ahead and, decided.
All right, let me try that. Let me try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're fine now. Actually, let him talk in it, Tyrone. Let's see if you can hear him properly. Go ahead, Black Star. Yo, Black Star, can you hear us? Yo. No, it looks like he's having a difficulties. Yeah, go for it, Tyrone.
Yeah, but Prograis, they had already agreed. They made a contract to fight. So they wanted to, all of a sudden, Prograis' team renegotiate during the pandemic thing about going up a pound, dropping down a pound, trying to take Hooker's money if he comes off by a pound or 2 pounds and the fight's off if it's over 3 pounds. So they try to renegotiate for more money during the pandemic. And this is a guy that most people think that Prograis should, beat. So I don't think Prograis, I think he's all about the money now after that Taylor fight. And I think he was all about the money during the Taylor fight. I think after the 7th round, he kind of went like, I guess I'm here. I'll just last these couple of rounds. If I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. I try my best. I think he gave up right then and there.
I don't know about that. Actually, he fought a good fight, man. I thought he fought a good fight. Blackstar, can you hear us?
He fought, but
I wanted to chime in on what Tyrone just said.
Mm-hmm.
Very acute observation. And I'll say something to piggyback on that. This is the sentiment and actually the mindset and heart of most of these fighters of today.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They are so far removed from the warriors that we respectively observe throughout the history of the sport. These guys now, they are not cut from the appropriate cloth for the sport of boxing. They're not. Look at, we were just a moment ago speaking about Big Baby Miller, where you were already put in the spotlight of having basically embarrassed yourself, embarrassed your family for going toward the biggest payday that you could have, had. And you did this, and then now you come back and do it again. What that tells you is that these guys of today think that they know better than the experienced path that has been set before them. This is why I said the trainers of today are shit, because they don't work with these guys. They don't emphasize what's transpiring, and they don't make themselves. Why would you look at a guy like Virgil Hunter, who went and aligned himself with Amir Khan going into the fight with Bud Crawford? Now, Virgil, if you had interviewed him before him being affiliated with Khan, he'd tell you and break down to you all of Khan's weaknesses and why he wouldn't beat a fighter like Bud Crawford. But yet and still, he accepts a payday, right? So what does that say about Virgil Hunter?
Yeah.
I don't want that guy training me. The best thing he did was help Khan get out of the fight by calling it off for him and everything. So you can't say that Khan actually quit. The trainer stopped the fight. But he doesn't even know Khan like that.
No.
He was in it for the money. And if you have me in your corner, I'm in it for more than the money. You understand? If you don't have it to defeat a guy, I have to get you prepared to be your best or whatever. But if it's an impossible job to overcome, I am not going to work with you. Eddie Futch used to turn fighters down all the time. Emmanuel Stewart had turned a few fighters down during his time, but toward the end, he started getting greedy for the dollars himself.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what happened. He helped Oliver McCall defeat Lennox Lewis. Next thing you know, he's working with Lennox Lewis. I don't want somebody like that. Eddie Futch had removed himself from a corner a few times because he had worked with guys. It goes back to Wayne McCullough, Montel Griffin, Tommy Hearns, Lennox himself. There were so many situations where a trainer, makes up a decision in his mind. So if you got fighters that are out here just looking for that payday, and like I said, I give Tyrone all the credit for observing what he saw, and it was what he saw. Prograis went in there and didn't do what he needed to do to come out as champion. He was content with the payday. And notice, he hasn't spoken with any fervor about rematching the guy.
Never, no.
None. Absolutely not. And then actually said in the post-fight in the ring, the better man won. What? Are you a warrior or are you a warrior? You know, worried over what's
I have to disagree.
the outcome. You see, these guys, I'm telling you, I have to disagree. I cannot give them credit for what they are not. You mentioned AB a moment ago. AB was only about the money, the bag, all about the bag. Huh? It wasn't about billions. It was about the bag. That's why he'll sit up and say things now like, if they give me 10 million, I'll come back and fight so-and-so. Who the hell gonna pay you 10 million? For what? There's probably 2 to 3 fighters in professional boxing today that deserve a multi-million-dollar deal for a fight. Only 2 to 3 because of what they bring, what they put out, how they represent, and how, whether win, lose, or draw, they handle things. And that's less than a handful. Less than a handful. And if any of them are out there listening to this or catch it on archive or replay, prove us wrong.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pep. I just want to say one quick thing before I let you go. Just to talk to Jupiter B and Chi-Town's point. For me, it was kind of like, I'm not saying he did a horrible fight and he totally laid down, but the thing is, Stormy, you talked about it right after the fight had happened. You're going over there, you have to give it 120, 130% in another country to take it over the line. And the last couple rounds, it seemed to me he didn't floor the gas, like he was just in there for a move around. And the second big point was my whole thing about the renegotiation. You signed a contract to fight Maurice Hooker, agreed upon and everything. Why renegotiate right after, the virus? It's his right, but, this is a guy who we all think that if Prograis lands 1 or 2 big right hands, he'll go down. Hooker. I mean, I think most of us would choose Prograis in a fight like that. So he's a way easier fight than Josh Taylor. So I don't know where this guy's mindset is now. It's easy money, can ball him up and move on to the next one. But to renegotiate, and he doesn't want to ask Josh Taylor for the rematch, it's not great from my point of view. Go ahead, Pep.
Yeah, I think I have to respectfully disagree with you guys because I think he fought his heart out. Remember, he came all the way to the UK, okay, and he fought really. For me, I think he won that fight. He edged it, but obviously, they're gonna give it to the home country. So I think I can't fault him at all. He fought like a warrior. He done his best, and of course, yeah, he is fighting for the money. But everyone is fighting for the money. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say he gave up. You know what I mean? So I think he done really well. Considering that he had to go to another country. It's not easy, when people go overseas. People think it's so easy, to go elsewhere to another country and fight. You know what I mean? There's so much obstacles. So credit to him anyway. And with AB, I think AB and him, that should be a good fight. And I don't know, I favor Prograis, because I don't think AB got anything left anymore, in my opinion. I think, Prograis, I don't know if he's probably gonna win anonymously, but I don't think he's gonna knock him out. But I got Prograis winning. But yeah, he definitely didn't give up, man. He fought his heart out in that fight against Taylor, man.
I don't know if he put everything on the line, but I want to go to Jupiter B's point. Wasn't the contract for 143? It was a catch weight fight. And then it moved to 145, or they were disagreeing between 145, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But my thing is, even if it's 5 pounds, I can't really say even if 5 pounds is a lot of weight, but this is not supposed to be, you know, a monster fight for him. This is supposed to be, you know, fairly simple win for Prograis. I mean, Hooker's in there, he can fight, but you know, he, you know, you hit him right, and he's gonna go down. He can't really take a shot.
Yeah, thing is though, Tyrone, just what piggyback just quickly off what Pep said. I totally agree there, Pep, what you said before about coming to another person's backyard to try and win. It's mega hard. That's why I give Errol Spence so much credit, because not only did Spence come over here and beat Kell Brook, I know I'm going off subject, but I'm just trying to piggyback off what you were saying. Not only did he come over here and beat Kell Brook on his own turf, he actually went to his hometown, his own football stadium, his own football team, and beat him in his own city on his back garden.
Right.
So I give him credit for that. Hey, Mike, you all right, bro?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. What's happening?
Yeah, we're just chopping it up. Just quickly, Black Star, if you want to jump on, mate, you're more than welcome. I'll jump out and I'll just jump in and chop it up with everyone. But yeah, me personally, I think Regis would beat AB. I definitely don't think he'd knock him out, because AB's got a granite chin. But I think Regis would be too much for him. But I'll tell you a fight what I would love to see. I'd love to see Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis. That is a fight I would absolutely welcome with open arms. Whether or not they ever make that, I don't know. So, go on, whoever wants to spin off whatever.
Yeah, Watcher hasn't said anything. So, Watcher, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good, man. Yeah, I've talked about Regis before. You guys make good points. Personally, with me, I don't know what you guys saw, but I thought Regis won.
Yeah.
I just thought he did more in the fight. You know, when you're hitting someone with the wrist of your glove, that shit doesn't count. You know, with punches and everything. But I've spoken on that before. You guys obviously heard the news about Miller.
Yeah.
Which is what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Like,
get this guy out of the sport right now. Get him out. This dude hasn't learned his lesson. And he says it's positive again. I just read the article because, you know, I just saw it now. And
yeah, I dropped this about 5 hours ago, but go on, bro.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, someone from Top Rank said, oh, you know, he'll be placed under temporary suspension. Temporary suspension? How many? Like, that's 4 times now. 4 times. And then all the other missed ones years ago. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. He has no place in it anymore. Yes, there are too many cheats swinging by through the sport. Too many. Okay? Like, oh my God, dude. This dude's got to take that shit for Jerry Forrest. Just
great point.
From Anthony Joshua.
Great point, watch it. Great point, bro.
From Anthony Joshua to Jerry Forrest. Don't you come out on Instagram and try and call out Wilder and all that shit. I mean, we know what happened in the sparring. You got beat up. You got sent to hospital.
Yeah.
Just based on sparring alone. Okay? God damn. I've never seen so much cheating like within a freaking, you know, small time span. Miller, you know, freaking someone put the stuff up about the gloves yesterday with Fury as well. I don't know if anyone saw that, but, you know, it's like Glovegate version 2 or whatever. But there's a freaking picture of his glove, and the freaking padding at the top looks like it's wrinkled and shit. Like, it looks indented. There's depressions and shit in it. I'm not going to show you it now, but You can Boxing Ego's got it, and
Blue Blood got it as well.
huh?
Blue Blood Sports TV got it as well. Yeah.
Which are you talking about now? What are you talking about? Because I've gone off.
The glove. There's a glove gate. Basically, there's some new evidence about the pictures.
Fury.
Yeah, about Fury. Yeah, it shows that there's no padding.
It's
There's
not
no
even
padding.
that, it's not even that. Like, I don't know for sure. Like, but dude, I think we've got enough now to realize that something dodgy did happen. Because when it was brought up, people were saying, "Oh, it was the first fight." Now that this has come out, people say, "Oh, it's photoshopped." But you go to the website and it's the same fucking picture. Like he's literally got his arm on Wilder's like bicep, and the glove is like smooshed. And that was even before the fight. When he's making his ring walk, in his right glove, there's an indentation. There's an indentation in the glove. What's a dent doing in the damn glove? Someone explain that to me. What's it doing in the glove before the fight? Not even upon him. Is he hitting the pad so hard that there's an indentation? It should be to hit that hard.
Let me chime in on a couple of things.
Go on, Mike.
With the Miller thing, with the Miller thing, the reason why he's on temporary suspension because that's the process that he has to go with. Whether or not we like it or not, that's the process that he has to go through so they can figure out exactly what happened. I really don't care if he cheated or whatever the case may be. And that reason is because I didn't see him around the sport for too long anyway. So I'll just chop that up with that. But with the glove situation, there's something else I fucking forgot. But with the glove situation, you just got to take it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody out here, these so-called sports analysts or these Michael Coppingers or Michael Bensons or whatever you want to call their fucking name. They're not coming out here doing their research or anything like that. And actually, that came out before Boxing Eagle, by the way. Made that video, but that's neither here or there. I posted videos of Tyson Fury's hand at the waist, dragging on his hip, and it clearly shows that he had enough room to get that glove get that hand in and out of his glove at will. It's just that point in time to where none of these guys actually want to go back, and they haven't. They haven't gone back and reviewed it, slowed it down to actually really see. Nobody really analyzed the punches, the gloves, nothing. They didn't do nothing. The only thing they did was chop it up for a win for Tyson Fury, which I'm not mad about that because at the end of the day, if nobody's out there wanting to prove or disprove whatever happened, the case may be, on a scale like that, it really doesn't matter because we can say this shit on YouTube all fucking day and all fucking night. As we've been seeing. But guess what? It's not gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they already trying to silence us anyway. So you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. And if the right people ain't talking about it, if the right people, when they do talk about it, ain't bringing up the proper research, doing their proper research, what they're supposed to be doing, this is how it's going to look. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like basically I'm complaining and I'm whining and that my so-called fucking hero, which he's not, it just got his ass whooped. That's what it's gonna chop down to. And it's disgusting. How can you not see that this dude's glove is clearly not on? It's not about whether or not he tampered with the glove. Anybody in their right mind, if they're a promoter for a fighter or they was part of a fighter's team, and whether or not they knew he cheated or not, it's going to sit up over here and say, well, it's possible. Well, you can't cheat with the water because it is. And like I said in my video, Bob Arum, first of all, he's a lawyer first, boxing promoter, manager, whatever the case may be that he fucking does. Second, he came in the game to be a lawyer, and then after that, after he started getting his fucking brains up, he started his own shit. Or he was working for somebody. He didn't even start his own shit. So, but that was as a lawyer. And so when you start chopping it down, why the fuck anybody's gonna sit up over here and insinuate that this guy didn't cheat? Now on to cheaters. And there's another case. This is why I believe that at the end of the day, Big Baby Miller shouldn't be the one to make the example when they let niggas slide all day. They let motherfuckers slide all day with the clenbuterol. They fixed that shit up. Tyson Fury, they didn't take his win from him. And the list goes on and on. Yeah, this guy popped. Yeah, whatever, blah blah blah. Whoop. Dillian White popped before. Alexander P.E.D. motherfucking Povetkin popped before. And look what happened to them. And they could go out here and fight Bozo and the fucking clown and still get what? And still work their way up to a championship fight. Now, how is that?
Yeah, exactly, Mike.
You know, so that's the reason why I just chop it up. Yeah, they probably gonna make him an example, blah, or whatever the case may be. But there's other people other than this dude that should have that should have been made the example. Should have been made an example a long time ago. Should have been made an example with safety in the sport. When you have Matchroom, when you have the WBC coming out here talking about they doing things to make the sport safe. You got all these guys out here talking about make the sport safe and blah 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 woo. And you clearly have a guy. Have you guys ever done this? Right? You and your mates when you was little hanging around, right? And you take your knuckle and you make it into a point and you pop somebody in the arm so the little bubble pops up and goes away, right?
Yeah.
Right? Remember you guys used to play that? How the fuck do you get small knots from a fucking fist with wrap and glove on? Small knots in the back of your motherfucking head, a couple of them. Not one, a couple of them. On the back of your head or
from the
anywhere
egg
on your body.
weights that's been added to the glove.
Your forearm or whatever. And then this is what I fucking forgot. See, when Deontay Wilder was coming out, right? You had people in the YouTube chat. You had people in the YouTube chat. You had people from all over the world saying that Wilder cheated. He was sitting up in there banging his fist, the gloves, on the motherfucking concrete wall. So when you look at that video, who do you think was doing that?
Yeah.
Who do you think was doing that now? Banging a fist on the fucking wall to loosen up that pattern. Because there's only way your gloves gonna look like that. It's either you was banging your fist on the motherfucking wall or you remove the pad.
Yeah. Well, Mike, that's brother. That's what we were saying earlier, bro. You can't just blame Dusty for this. There's so many different fucking people who have been cheating and shit like that. I mean, like this guy just put Revo Matt put before. Canelo should have been made an example of. Yeah, for real. I totally agree. Like Stormy said before, like we all said before, it shouldn't just be for one. It should be for all. If you're a cheat, you're a cheat. You should be made an example of.
Fucking big example.
Yeah, exactly. Watch it. But a 6-month ban, watch it. It's fucking nothing because 9 out of 10 of these fighters only fight twice a year anyway. So you can have a fight and take 6 months off. If I had a fight, right? If I had a fight, bro, and I pop dirty, then I get banned, then it's only like me waiting 6 months to fight. Just say I had a fight in January. I wait 6 months. I pop dirty, get banned for 6 months. I wait till June.
That's your training camp.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, Pep. I wait till June, and then I fight again. So it's fucking bullshit, man.
The problem that I've got now is you got this comes into race as well when you look at it, because people will think like that as well. Because you see Fury, you could see clearly that he cheated twice when it comes to drugs. He popped twice. He got away with it. Then you got Canelo. He got away with it. And then Big Baby Miller, if he gets like the hammer, like everyone's gonna look at it as like, okay, you're picking out on this guy, the black guy, but you're not picking out on these guys, they're white. This is how it looks like. And it's sad, really. You know what I mean? Like Fury shouldn't be made an example of it. Canelo, do you know what I mean? Povetkin, these guys have been doing it before Miller. So why have they not, been dealt with? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me just read this. What is this? Revo Maps said I missed something. Right. Okay. What's he put? Excuse me. He's put, who's deflecting? Fury cheated. Wilder's team cheated. Wilder too. What's happening? The only thing of their paycheck. What do you mean by that, bro?
No, he's saying that Wilder's team cheated Wilder by going with like Fury to fucking put spike water or whatever.
Sorry, you broke up. What? Just say that again.
No, sorry. He said that Wilder's team cheated Wilder, like because that thing about the water, about the spiked water, like.
You know, I'm gonna tell you this. There's no telling who that came from. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't know. So we don't know who cheated who with that water. All thing we know is that, it's I don't care who or how anybody sit up over here and want to fucking dispel anything as far as what could happen. And it can't happen when it comes to water and stuff like that or whatever. See, we saw Charlo. We saw Charlo bringing his own water, his own water bottle, and whatever is in there was in there. When we saw him bringing his own water, people made a whole big stink about that. We know now well you can get exemption to where you can have electrolytes in the ring instead of water. Yes, you can. And so if you want to tell me that's not impossible, well, how about you take your candy ass down to Jiffy Lube and find out that's where you go get your oil. That's another place you get your oil changed over here for your car. And go down there and say it is impossible for them not to fucking put an oil filter in your car. It's impossible for them to drain the oil in your car and say your shit is topped up with full fucking synthetic and you ride away with no oil in your shit. It's possible. It's possible. If you haven't been looking on the news, all these goddamn bases coming up with all these prostitution rings, people say, well, it's impossible. It's possible. It's possible for somebody to get top secret documentation, go through all these checks and stuff like that, just come to another country. It's impossible. Espionage is impossible, right?
Yeah. Do you know what, Mike? Go on. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, bro.
Go ahead, dude.
No, go on, Mike. Finish up, bro.
No, I'm just saying, it's like for people to say stuff is impossible or this and the third, we don't have that much information and stuff like that. Which I feel that closer to the fight, we're gonna start getting more and more and more because it's gonna be harder for anybody to keep it bottled up.
Yeah.
And then when you guys start hearing about really how this dude cheated, really how the WBC and all these sanctioning bodies been letting people go. What if they had a hearing for all these sanctioning bodies and from all this shit that we don't even know about when it comes to cheating?
Well,
you're not gonna let women. The WBC ain't gonna let women go over 10 rounds or 8 rounds, whatever the case may be, because they feel like it's unsafe. But then you let motherfuckers get in the ring with clenbuterol. You let White fight Oscar Rivas with D and ball in the system.
Yeah.
So where's the safety?
And where's that B sample, Mike, as well, bro?
Go ahead, bro.
Mike, where's that B well, bro?
Yeah, you can't blame it on that. It's like, and then look at this. For all them Fury people out there, all them Fury fans, or people that ain't Fury fans is now joining the bandwagon and shit like this, ask yourself this. Ask your fucking self this. Who the fuck allows a sorry-ass excuse that I popped because I was eating raw boar testicles? I popped for steroids because I was eating raw boar testicles. Or that chick that sucked their man's dick and talk about, oh, That's where I got my steroids from.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Chi-Town.
Like, what kind of shit is that?
I was just laughing. Mike's put Chi-Town's put at B samples at Walmart.
Is that somewhere? And then the thing about it is that okay, the WBC, yeah, they said what they said that if UCAD does this, blah blah, we gonna chop it up. How come nobody checked? If you want to talk about gloves and cheating and all that stuff, how come nobody still right now ain't checked Dillian White for switching gloves at the last minute? At least of all things, you could have done that. If you talk about checks and balances, you mean to tell me Oscar Rivas, one of his team members, is in there, Dillian White suited up with this glove on, and then took that glove off, and then got in the ring without the commission and nobody watching him fucking change his glove. You want to talk about safety?
Yeah.
Only thing that they see and all these safety bodies need to be talking about niggas wearing condoms, because that's the only thing they checking for.
Someone's live doing a video on Miller's test.
Sorry, Watcher. Go on, bro. Carry on.
I won't say who it is, but they just brought up, because I watched like 2 minutes, not even a minute of it. And the guy said, "Oh, they're trying to, it looks like Luis Resto's glove." And then he said, "That's what they're trying to make it look like." And then he went on to say, but the thing they accused him of was, his glove wasn't fully in, his hand wasn't fully in the glove. But my friend, that was for the first fight. We're talking about the second fight here. The right hand doesn't, look, it might be in the whole hand might be in the glove, but there's a fucking indentation in the glove. And you're bringing up Resto, okay? Listen, Resto killed a person in the ring. Okay, that was back in 83 in New York, right? And I haven't seen the glove because, they looked the same back then because they wore pretty much the same brand, the red gloves. But you're trying to say that us all, LDBC and supporters of Wilder, or Fury haters, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to categorize it, just that we're trying to make something look like an event in which someone was killed because they took severe blows from probably one of the worst cheats in boxing, in Resto. You're trying to say that we're trying to make the glove and the pictures and all video as well look like that. That is fucking sad. That is a fucking excuse. I won't reveal who it is, but that is bullshit what he just said, what I just watched. Because you will not question the gloves. Like, you're even fucking acknowledging that it looks sort of weird, but then you're going back and saying that it's not. It's just really funny because, like, Miller testing positive is really severe. It's bad. But people are like, oh, that's bad. But the Fury glove things it's non-existent. It doesn't exist. They won't question when Dillian White's gloves were messed up. They won't question any. I notice actually a lot of Americans who don't like Wilder, they never have a fucking go at the UK fighters ever, unless it's to do with Joshua. I don't know where this babying of Joshua came from some of these Americans. I have no idea. And this is coming from a Joshua fan as well, but I don't know where the babying came from for him, because I don't know, man. The way these people talk about situations is ridiculous.
How about this point, just to piggyback off of what you just offered, which was great stuff. No one wants to give Breland credit for saving Deontay's life. Okay? Yes, there have been deaths in the ring in the past, and because it didn't end up with a fatality in this instance, that doesn't make it okay that Fury ended up with a so-called victory. under the guise of all of this cheating and everything that has been pointed out, if Deontay Wilder suffered fatally from this situation, and I do believe they saved his life because he didn't have his legs, he didn't have his bearings. All he could do was pretty much be in there and take punishment, regardless of whatever was going on. Knowing now, hindsight being 2020, what has been exposed, revealed, unveiled, whatever, that was a criminal act that took place in there. And the fact that he didn't die or spend weeks in the hospital because of it, that doesn't make it okay. Okay? Something happened there that wasn't a part of boxing. Okay? And regardless of who you may have been rooting for or whatever, we never, ever, if you are an earnest and honest and sincere boxing fan, supporter of the sport, you never want to see a person exit that ring and can't return to their family. No matter how much guys want to show bravado and say, I'm willing to die in the ring or whatever, they don't really mean that. If they have family and loved ones and everything like that, that is bravado talking. That is what they're supposed to impose on and impress upon those who watch the spectacle, those who participate in the spectacle, because it's machismo, okay? But I don't know anybody that leaves home that don't want to return to their homes and their loved ones. And so what took place in there, the injuries that were sustained were definitely non-boxing injuries. They were something else. And somebody needs to pay for that.
Yeah, I agree. That's good stuff, man. Stormy, I completely agree. When I was watching the fight, I was angry at the stoppage. I'm like, what the F? Like, I was cursing, right? But then I watched it and I was like, yeah, it was well, like he made the right decision, throwing the towel in. But, I mean, for non-boxing, always nails it on the head with this stuff. Because I listened to the video where everyone was attacking him on Twitter. Tony Belly was attacking him. Josh Taylor was attacking him. Fucking Enzo Maccarinelli was attacking him. And they're like, oh, this guy is deluded. He's dangerous, this and that. I'm thinking, yeah, well, then address why there are knots on Wilder's back. Why is there a knot above his rib cage? Why is there knotting at the back of his neck and head? And oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say, but overall, man, the pictures show that it's fucking indented, okay? And when people start saying that's what they try and make it look like, that's denial. Straight up denial. You're trying to insinuate that we're manipulating something to make it suit us. This is not suiting us in any way. We support a fighter. The fighter lost. We thought that the better man won on the night. And then a week later or a few days later, whatever, we see some shit come out. Holy shit, I remember that in the first fight, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. Oh shit, that glove is floppy on the left hand. Fury was trying to box with his jab. So maybe a little extra reach, maybe a little give in the glove, and when he can grip the glove, he can grip the glove just by pulling the shorts up or just hitting the armor out, so like the glove guy kind of gives way. But then in the second fight, oh shit, I'm gonna knock Wilder out. I'm gonna knock Wilder out in the second round. I'm gonna knock him out in the second round. I'm gonna come forward. I'm gonna swing. So fuck the left glove. Let's make the left glove normal, or as normal as possible. And with the right glove, let's not make it floppy, because I might injure myself. Let's instead fucking indent it or whatever. Let's just put a little depression in there, and let's just maybe tighten it up a bit. But we won't do that when the inspectors are around. We're gonna do it when we're doing our ring walk, when we got that fucking king hat, we've got that crown on, we're sitting on that throne, we got the cape in front of us, and while everyone's looking at me in this stupid costume, I'm gonna just work the glove a bit under the cape. I'm just going to do it so no one can see. And then I'm going to put my hands in the air, like the king has arrived from the UK, coming to take over America, Then when we're in the ring, I'm just going to, throw some uppercuts in the air, shoe shine, and make it look like I'm working out and this and that. And then when the fight starts, we're going to touch gloves, and I'm going to cave your head in because I've manipulated the glove. That's a hypothetical.
Let me jump in and say something. Yeah, I think the gloves were manipulated. I mean, I saw the indent today. I mean, that was ridiculous. And I saw sparring partners talk about before that fight had started, even that he wears gloves in sparring with no padding. But honestly, before all that, I think it wasn't an even fight. Like to begin with, like Wilder was like completely off from the beginning. He wasn't even himself. Like I said something about Decaf had told me a couple weeks after the fight. Complete Decaf he doesn't even watch boxing. He came out. He said Wilder didn't look normal. He wasn't jumping as he usually does. He meant to say moving around. But just when he said that, I was like, yeah. But he needs to be 100%. I was shocked. I mean, everybody was shocked. Everybody was picking Wilder to win this fight, and just to see that, especially the way he was just dragging his leg into the ring before he even got in there, was just a huge letdown. Like I just try to even. It's just hard to even think about.
It is hard because I saw him and I'm like shit. He's taking deep breaths and everything.
He never gets tired, and to see him get tired at like the third round, fourth round, that's weird.
His stamina's incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, this beatboxing. I'll let you guys talk because I'm rambling a bit. But God, I mean, they even lied about the costume thing because this like costume excuse came out. It was like Wilder told Yahoo Sports on the telephone. I'm just remembering this at the top of my head, by the way. That the suit, the truth is he didn't hurt me, but the suit was too heavy, this and that. But then Sky Sports came out and they said that the Athletic, Wilder told the Athletic that he's going to exercise the rematch clause, and then they put the quote in, and then I think another website had the same quote from Yahoo Sports. It's come from one source, but some haven't even quoted it correctly, and they're saying that he said it during a telephone call, but where's the fucking audio for it?
What I don't get is like how people don't like bring in the fact that he just wasn't even there. Like he didn't even have good legs. And they talk about it was a masterclass from Fury and, he should be applauded and everything like that. I don't even think Wilder was at 20%. Like it's really ridiculous. How can people sit there and really give Fury credit for something for this win?
Yeah.
Nicholas Asbury is the first guy to find that glove. I think that was back in October. When he was sparring Tyson Fury, he's seen those gloves. It had no pattern in the gloves. He should have said to someone in Wilder's, team, or somebody should have seen it anyway, because that went viral, that story, but nobody really clocked on until recently. So clearly, that's what Tyson Fury has been planning all along. To have a glove without no pattern. Or maybe even he might even put stuff in there. You know what I mean? Because when Cotto against Margarito, when he fought against Margarito, like Margarito cheated. Cotto was saying for a while, like he cheated, nobody believed him until Mosley found out and he got caught. And until this day, Margarito doesn't admit to it that he cheated. So there's clear evidence out there. But the thing is, though, no one's going to listen to us because we're only small YouTubers. These boxers, apparently they don't listen to YouTube. But this story, especially with Nicholas Asbury, it should have been spotted it back then. You know what I mean? I just find it absolutely disgusting, man.
Yeah, well,
let me say something.
Go on. I was going to say something.
Let's say, for instance, this. We saw Deontay Wilder in the ring give Tyson Fury his props. We saw him. He said the better man won tonight. Good job, blah blah blah, woo, woo, right? That's what Deontay Wilder did, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, and then after the fight, whether Wilder said it or not, well, you know, it looked like I was a little bit drained, and that could have been the costume, or I was drained because of the costume. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? At that point, like, does it really fucking matter? Does it really matter if somebody really comes out and say something that might actually be fucking true? Who fucking cares? You see what I'm saying? How many times have you seen a fighter after the fight say anything about, yeah, my shoulder, yeah, this and the third, blah, 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 woo, 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 and then it comes out to be true, and you see the paperwork that they had surgery. Who fucking cares? At that point, we all knew that Deontay Wilder couldn't do what? Back out of the fight, or he didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not he did it for the fans, whether or not he did it for other fighters, whether or not he did it because he had pressure from somebody else to get in the ring weak. Who fucking cares? He got in the ring. He got in the ring looking, you know, tired, frail, and he got whooped, and that's it. Like, why does it really fucking matter? Oh, I know why it matters. Because people want to come out here and make excuses for why they don't like Deontay Wilder. But why do you like Tyson Fury? All of a sudden right now over Anthony Joshua. Let's go down the list of what Tyson Fury has done. You see what I'm saying? Whether or not his views on gays, his views on women, whether or not he cheated, still got the win against Christian Hammer. Lying about this, lying about that, lying about depression, on cocaine, talking about how you gonna fuck hookers, and that's illegal. So let's go down the list on why we shouldn't like somebody. And everybody knows this. Everybody knows between Tyson Fury and Dillian White, they talk too fucking much.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury, he actually takes the most cake because Tyson Fury, he wants everybody to gravitate towards him. Like he has some type of mental issue with not getting attention. So, you know, I could give two shits if you want to blame it on that or whatever the case may be. But yeah, where's the audio? If it was a conference call, shouldn't somebody have it? Because it was a conference call. How many media was on there? At least about 20, 30, right?
Do you know what I found funny today, though, Mike? I did find funny. I sent you, I don't know if you saw it, I put it in the WhatsApp group. A tweet, Dillian White, obviously, because he's been fucking moaning again all week. He's just like a naughty kid who's been told no, he can't have any sweets, and he still keeps crying. But anyway, he put a tweet out, something about Tyson Fury being a coward, don't want to fight me, you're asking for a franchise belt and blah, 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 blah. And I read the fucking tweet what Tyson Fury put back. I was laughing my fucking head off. It was, I can't name it for, Dillian egg on legs. Yeah, but
it was like, keep waiting.
Yeah, keep fighting 40-year-olds on Eddie's back garden. And if you, no, because Dillian White put, I'm not begging for a payday or the fight, but you're a coward. You know you won't fight me because you know what I did to you or something like that. And fucking Tyson Fury put a reply of, yeah, whatever, keep fighting 40-year-old stiffs on Eddie's back garden and I might give you that payday if you be nice. I mean, I just found it funny. You
didn't know on Twitter they posted a picture of Edward Hearn's back garden and it had a boxing ring.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, he's been taking pictures.
Yeah, but this is another thing with Dillian White too. See, Dillian White, this is the second time he talking about he gonna sue somebody he ain't sued yet.
Yeah, he's full of.
And I know that's a fact. That's a fact. He has not sued nobody yet. You know, I know he didn't sue nobody yet because I looked today. He ain't sued nobody yet. It ain't
Mike,
going down.
I know you do your research, bro. I know
it ain't going down in Mexico. Read the WBC books. That all the court cases. When you sue somebody under the WBC is where?
In USA.
Exactly. Exactly. So if Wilder was fighting Alexander PED motherfucking Povetkin, right? Why when Povetkin sues Deontay Wilder, it goes down in the United States?
Yeah.
The thing is, though, the reason why he didn't sue, he was about to sue the
He isn't,
WBC,
though.
but he didn't sue them, but he was about to, and then they said to him, look, he's not gonna, Fury is not gonna be franchised, so you're next in line. So that's why I think he hasn't sued them yet.
But who came out? Who came out and said that though? Did Dillian White come out and say it?
No, Mauricio Sullivan said it. He said that Dillian White, he's gonna face Fury next, or Wilder, whoever wins.
But that's the thing, though. We all knew that. But like we said, what we said from the get-go, what the fuck he was gonna sue for, because he was gonna have to wait anyways.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And guess what? With his PED cheating ass, he might not even ever get the shot. He might lose, or he might take his sensu pill.
Well, do you know what, Mike? I don't think he's even going to get his shot anyway, because, I mean, I don't know. He might get his shot, but I don't think he'll get his shot against Fury or AJ, because I can see one of them two slipping up. I can see AJ or Fury slipping up. I don't see Fury meeting AJ. I think one of them two fighters is going to slip up. Whether it's Wilder knocks fucking Fury out, or Pulev knocks AJ out, or I just don't see it happening. That's just my point of view. Go on, watch it.
Mike said it perfectly. He said Fury talks too much. And he definitely talks too much because he just exposed himself. Like, Fanon covered this, but I'll say it again. Dude, when you got someone like Daniel Kinahan in your ear, okay, as your manager, okay, oh yeah, thanks Daniel Kinahan. The fight's gonna get done. The fight with me and AJ is agreed to. Nothing's fucking agreed to, my friend. You got a monster to get past, and AJ's got Pulev to get past. And regardless of what people say, oh, AJ's going to kill Pulev, which I think he will anyway. Right?
Yeah, I do. I think he'll whitewash Pulev.
He lost to Ruiz, and I'm not 100% always now with AJ that he's going to 100% get something done, because there's so many mandatories in the way. And why is Dillian complaining anyway? Maybe, you know what? Like I said, yeah, I'm one of the biggest, Dillian criticizers on here, right? He's got a 40-year-old Povetkin to deal with, okay? Like, just win that fight, because if you don't win that, it's going to be a long way back, or there'll be no way back for you, right? You're fighting in your freaking promoter's back garden. Who knows who's going to get caught first? And I'm not talking about left hook catching anyone. I'm talking about something else in terms of getting caught.
Yeah.
So, and anyway, some sheep put up a video saying, oh, Dillian wins court case against WBC. He's getting his shot. He never won a fucking case. He didn't sue anyone. Yes, Mauricio said he's taken legal action, but he hasn't really taken action. He's just said, oh, when am I getting my shot? You're getting it next year, buddy.
He's a big baby. He's a big baby, man. He's a big crying baby.
He's the UK big baby.
He is. You fucking bang on there, Watcher. You bang on, bro.
Lillian White, Lycan White. Yeah, the werewolf, whatever he wants to call himself. Freaking. Just
bang on, Watcher.
Get past Povetkin, because I don't think he's going to win that. I got a feeling. I think all the shit talk and all the stuff he's done, I think it's going to catch up, and he's going to have an embarrassing loss to Povetkin. Maybe I'm being a bit petty, but yeah.
I mean,
what, Watcher?
Go ahead, Laws.
Just quickly, 1 second. I won't write Povetkin off, bro. I think for the first 2 rounds, Povetkin is dangerous, but I see Dillian White smashing Povetkin. He's too old now. Maybe if Dillian White had fought Povetkin when Joshua fought him a couple of years ago, I'd have said, round about the time when Povetkin knocked Davy Price out, I'd have said that is definitely a 50-50 fight. But I think Povetkin's he's gone dramatically downhill just just lately. Just in my eyes, but he's still very dangerous. Well, any fight is dangerous through any part of the fight because it only takes one punch. But Povetkin, after I spoke to Tyrone about the Michael Hunter fight.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Go on, Ty.
I said that Michael Hunter would. I was wrong, but I thought Michael Hunter would kill this dude.
He nearly did, though, bro.
He should have. I mean, that was a handout, kind of like. I mean, I don't know why people big up Povetkin so much. Okay, he has some decent skills, but these guys from Russia or wherever, they build their records, to get up to the titles, 10, 12 years ago by beating up some of our former legends. I mean, who did he beat up? Hasim Rahman, James Toney. Who else did he get from over here? Let me get his record up. A whole bunch of guys. And then goes in, loses to, what's his name, Klitschko. And he's a great deal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like.
No,
decent, but he's not that he was.
Povetkin's finished, man. Michael Hunter, that's who Dillian Whyte should be fighting. Michael Hunter. There's a fucking great fight for you. You know what I mean?
Take the younger guy. Take the more credible opponent. No. This guy fought Usyk. Like, Dillian has a problem with fighting Usyk. Oh, he doesn't speak English. You just said in a Sky interview that Povetkin doesn't speak English. What are you talking about, dude?
And Ortiz doesn't speak English neither. But you ducked him.
Look,
Whyte has had ample opportunity to contend for the title. I mean, they basically gave him Brazil. They said if you can beat Brazil, I mean, this is like a free fight.
Yeah.
He got offered the Brazil fight on late notice. But the thing with me is he should have taken it, because why are you fighting Helenius, who's not even in the top 15, and Brazil's number 6? Beat him, because he could have come to the US, been on the undercard of Wilder versus Stavern. Everyone in the top 10 didn't take that fight with Brazil. Now, I'm not saying Brazil's a feared man, and there were probably a couple that were injured or already had fights booked, that were really in tight, but why didn't anyone take it? The guy that took it was Molina. People get very confused with that situation, right? Everyone's like, all the UK guys say it, no offense to them, but all the UK guys say it. They're like, how was Brazil and Molina a final eliminator? Well, everyone in the top 10 turned it down, so they had to go down the rankings in order. The only guy that took it within the top 15 was Molina.
What happened?
It was a semi-final eliminator for Molina because he wasn't in the top 10. It was final for Brazil.
That card was supposed to be way better because it had Wilder Ortiz, November 2017, and it had Stavern Brazil on the undercard. So when Stavern had pulled out, that contract he'd been obligated to fight. The WBC was obligated to give Brazil a mandatory shot because he was contracted to fight for the mandatory position with Stavern. Stavern pulled out to fight Wilder. So then Brazil still had to fight somebody for the mandatory shot because that was in his contract with the WBC and with the promoters. Everything had been going on for that fight. So his fight on that day, on that card, was for the mandatory. So ultimately, he got it because he beat up, the school teacher, who helped.
School teacher? Well, he was. You're right, Tyrone. Sorry, bro.
Guys with special needs. He's a guy you bring in there who's
special needs.
No, he does. It's true. He helps people.
No, I'm just laughing how you said it, bro. I'm not laughing at what he teaches. I'm just laughing how you said it.
He gets in there, he gets beat up, and that's how Brazil got his mandatory shot, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Look, I would have preferred Whyte Brazil, but at the end of the day, dude, when you say I'm the can man, anytime, any place.
Oh no!
You don't take it.
You fight Helenius, and then he's like, Helenius is another guy who's like him. Well, I don't really see too much of a difference between Helenius and Gerald Washington because Helenius actually did beat Kalnacki. He was like, oh my god, I can't believe this guy is coming towards me. But him and Gerald Washington both have this. I don't know. I think I'm done here. This attitude, but somehow he got lucky and beat Kalnacki. But he goes and fights, Mr. Give Up, Helenius, in what was it, September 2017? And then he fought Patrick Starr, November 2018. He was in a fight for his life. what was it, July 2018 with Parker. Another guy who's just glad to take part. I love being part of the show. He doesn't really care if he wins. He's just glad to be part of the production. Then he
it's
fought.
a shame though about Joseph Parker, Ty, because I really like Joseph Parker, man. I think he's a good fighter.
Yeah,
he lacks heart.
He lets himself down mentally. I mean, he's another guy. We have a lot of these guys in boxing who are just okay with being part of the show. You know, I'm so glad I'm like party balls and you invite me, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm so glad you brought me on, even though I don't even care about doing anything there or anything. I'm just so glad to be a part of this.
Yeah,
the event.
Yeah.
They don't really care about winning or performing. No, they care about getting the money and being a part. Daniel Jacobs is another guy like that. I mean, he's a nearly guy. He likes getting in there.
But the thing is, though, Ty, at least Jacobs has fought decent opposition.
Yeah.
You know, he's been in there with Canelo. He's been in there with fucking Triple G. He's been in. Yeah.
I just want to address something. Someone in the chat put it in earlier. I can't find it, but I also saw that Dillian's like talking about that WBC Diamond thing between him and Fury, and that Fury pulled out. That's not true, Dillian. Like, I find it funny how stupid Dillian can be at times. Like, he actually really believes the own shit he talks. Like, he's that dumb. Like, I don't think he realizes what he says, because he's like, oh, you turned out the Diamond belt thing, you know? Well, you had a fight already, Dillian. You had a fight signed with Rivas, and Fury's with Top Rank, and he is signed to fight a bum. So how was this fight meant to happen, Dillian? And then you got suspended after the Rivas fight. So again, he's just an idiot, and he should just focus on fighting. Just, you know, focus on your 40-year-old opponents, and then get that out the way, and, you know, we'll see if you get your shot or not. Because I think out of everyone, you go.
I think this fight is going to be a very difficult fight for Povetkin. I think Povetkin might actually knock out Dillian Whyte, because if he gets him, because he's got 24 knockouts, Povetkin. He knocked out, you know, Chris Bird, you know, Marius Wack, Dillian Whyte's last opponent. Dillian Whyte struggled with Marius Wack. I think Dillian Whyte can be actually in trouble in this fight, because Povetkin, he's not an easy opponent. People are overlooking him. I honestly think Dillian Whyte, if he's not 100%, if it's the Dillian Whyte that we've seen against Rivas, against Wack, I think he's going to get knocked out by Povetkin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because the thing is, like, the things that Povetkin does gives Dillian trouble. I think the issue is just the stature and the wear and tear and the age of Povetkin, because I see Dillian just pumping the jab and then throwing that hook to the body, and then I think it's going to slow Povetkin down, and I think Dillian can get him off of something. But I think Povetkin, he takes a good shot to the head, and he keeps his hands up pretty well. And the way he feints in and the way he steps in, and his upper body movement is much better than Whyte's. You know, Whyte's got really bad footwork. You know, he's not as agile. Despite him being younger, he's not as agile as Povetkin. Povetkin still, you know, can move and angle off a bit and hit you in the chest and everything. And the way that Povetkin handled Wack, he just beat him from pillar to post throughout all the rounds. Whereas Whyte, despite his circumstances and feeling like crap and being overweight, he still couldn't do shit to Wack. Like, he still couldn't really do much. He landed the jabs and he hit him to the body. But like I said, dude, I'm just being a bit of an asshole to Whyte. But I just, you know, I think he'll lose to Povetkin, because I think those uppercuts, he's not fixed that error since the Joshua fight. He's not fixed that technical mistake of getting caught with that shot. I'm not saying you're not going to get hit again, but just the type of uppercut. You can get hit by an uppercut, you know, on the inside, you know, but it not be as flush, you know, one that you don't see. But when you start getting hit by like Rivas and, you know, maybe this next one, I mean, the weakness is still there, and I think Povetkin is just going to fucking blitz him, you know, and it's a small ring as well. So I think Povetkin's just going to try his best to fucking eat him up.
Yeah, let me just comment on that quickly. Salute to you, Jacob Jennings. Salute, bro. I'm going to bring Stormy in because he hasn't had much to say. But before I say that, because I'm going to I'm going to get off in 20 minutes, but there's something I want to cover with you before I go. Watcher, do you know that ring? I hope you don't think it's the real ring. That was just a joke, that ring, what Eddie had on his back garden. Is that the ring
No,
you're
no.
on about?
Not that ring, because I read
Oh,
somewhere
right.
it was.
All right.
I still read somewhere that was smaller because even though they got all that space, I mean,
Yeah, he
Eddie's
put
gonna be-
he put a small ring on his back garden for a joke, saying
Yeah.
that's the ring. It was about the size of a bouncy castle. But
Oh,
yeah, me personally, Atlas and panel, what up and coming fighters are you looking forward to when it returns? I'm looking forward to seeing, and yeah, me too. GG, yeah, definitely. I mean, the 147 league to me is fucking snoozing like super middleweight. There's just nothing happening in it, is there?
what upcoming fighters are you looking forward to see when they're? I'm looking forward to Wilder, man. I can't wait to see him come back and fucking knock Fury's head off.
Yeah, I need him. I really need him to get that job done because it's just that day. Like I was just like the shock. I just and
My
just,
heart hit the floor. I was like, "What the hell? How did you get dropped?"
I mean, I was telling everybody that he was just going to destroy this dude. I had, a couple of decafs at my house, and they were like, "What are you saying again?" I was like, "No way, this can't be." Just shocked because I was right about the fights before, like Gerald Washington, Charles Martin. I said me and you lost, so that Charles Martin was going to destroy this dude, and he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
He was going to steamroll this guy because of his mentality, but other than that, but yeah, with the Wilder Fury thing, I think if Wilder's in 100%, he should kill Fury.
That mean that literally disclaimer because all the UK people get jump on you. Oh, he said he's gonna kill him. I'm kidding, but like you're breaking up. I think he's breaking up.
Oh shit.
Hey Loz, I looked at one of your videos. I think it got deleted, but you remember how I forgot who it was. Some American guy was on the panel, and he was telling you to look up on Google about lineal, and you're looking it up, and you clicked on this this Korean fighter or something, and you're like, oh, what the F is this? Like you get really angry about the internet search or something. It was crazy. Yeah, you're breaking up, man. Your audio. Sorry, not your audio. Your video. Oh no, you're good now. You look better.
I've cut my fucking hand open. Pass some quick, mate. It's fucking pissing all down my hand.
Damn.
That knife.
Fucking around with a knife to slip me fucking hand open.
Is that the knife that Sugar Hill used to manipulate Fury's glove?
No.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that.
Yeah. I have a long live stream. Right, I want to cover something quickly.
Yeah.
GG's put what fights am I looking forward to? Thanks, Al. Thanks, brother. The fights I'm looking forward to, because it's been announced now. I don't know when it is. Is it? Yeah, salute to you, Red. Salute to you, bro. I know I keep piping on about it, but this to me is my exciting fight. Is Daniel Dubois and so Joe are going at it. I know I always keep saying about it, but Stormy's here, so I want to ask Stormy what his opinions are, because I think he's asked Stormy about it. I mean, I don't know if you think what do you think, Stormy? You glad to Stormy?
Yo, what's going on?
Yep.
Probably can't hear us. fucking piss blood.
I'm here. I'm here.
Stormy.
Yeah.
I think he's a hype job. I do. That's my and I'll tell you why after.
Who are we talking about right now? Because I had stepped away from my mic.
Dubois.
Yeah.
Dubois versus Joyce.
Dubois and Joe Joyce. What do you think of that fight, bro?
Dubois and Joyce?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's your opinion on that fight? Because it's been rescheduled now. So
well, you know, we talked about that before, and my sentiment hasn't changed. I think the fight is a lot closer than people might think.
Yeah.
People who are enjoying the trajectory of Dubois' career have to take note that Dubois is a nice, you know, young prospect that's strong and everything, but he's already shown himself that he can be hit.
Yes, sir.
You know, and we haven't seen improvement upon him being hit, and by lesser opposition, by the way, that we see the improvement so that it puts him in a better place. Remember, we're talking heavyweights here. And when you're talking heavyweights, you know, a blow from another heavyweight can make you do some funny things. So, and Joe Joyce can definitely punch. He's definitely a strong man.
Yeah.
And he's an accomplished fighter as far as having Olympic background. And he is a little older, but as we've seen over the last 20 years, sometimes these older guys, they mature late as far as in that division. They can have something to offer and may not have had the wear and tear that some other fighters have had at the lower weight divisions.
Yes.
All of those factors make me see the fight 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50. And it's not about who has the biggest punch or whatever. It's who's going to be the smartest guy on that night. The smartest guy. That's how I see that fight between them.
Fantastic comment. Tyrone, over to you, bro. How do you see this fight going? Tyrone? You, brother?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can you clear, Chris?
Yeah. What was the question again?
I'm just talking quickly because I'm just talking quickly about the Dubois, Dubois and Slow Joe fight. How do you see it going?
I think I keep changing my mind, but I have to go with Dubois. I think Dubois is the hungrier man.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be easy, but I think he'll probably knock him out by 5 or 6. Dubois is definitely more aggressive, more faster, because Jojo is, you know, he's slow. And although Jojo's got more experience, I just think Dubois is more hungrier. And, you know, Frank Warren is expecting a lot from him. So I think he's going to get the job done. It's not going to be easy, but I'll go with Dubois.
That's fair enough. Salute, Reggie. Salute to you, bro. Tyrone, what about you, brother? His watch has dropped off. Our watch has dropped off. Tyrone? No, he's not there. Mike, you, brother?
Yeah, I have myself on mute. So,
all right, go on, Mike.
You know, I think this fight is just going to boil down to, you know, they tell about having the fight in December, I believe, or something like that. I think with this fight, you know, you got to take it. You got to take it for this. Like, it's really going to be. You could have just kept it up. No, just throw it over there. Ain't no bag in it. This fight right here, it's just going to come down to who's been in the better shape over this COVID thing, and also who's going to sit up over here and look different, because both of these fighters can't get in the ring. Well, I think they can, but getting in the ring looking like you did your last fight, you know, for both of these guys, or your last couple of fights for both of these guys, looking like literally like you can't be hit.
Yeah.
I think both of them
know that,
can't be
Mike,
hit.
because me and you watched the Lartley fight, didn't we, bro?
Yeah, they both can be hit, but you know, as you can see, Joe Joyce looks like the guy that can be hit more. But it's just gonna be whoever's gonna sit down and learn from their past mistakes and evolve as a boxer. You know, I think that's where it's gonna be. Can Joe Joyce get a little bit more? Can he get a little bit more? You know, speed and stuff like that. Maybe he can. Maybe he can't. We just never know. But until these guys get in the ring and start showing us something different. But I'm just gonna wait a little bit until I see what these two gentlemen is doing, leading up to the fight, how they looking and stuff like that. Who's looking bloated? Who's looking flabby and sick? And I'm gonna make my assumption from that.
Yeah, that's a good point, Mike. To me, so with me personally, I mean, people who like people out of in the chat like Shy and Jupiter B and other people know that I say all the time to KQKC, the brother to the OG. What's Revo Maps? But I think Joe is gonna beat. Yeah, Revo, listen to what I'm gonna tell you. Revo Map, whatever you call, bro. Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. This is the reason why I think Joe Joyce is going to beat Daniel Dubois. For me, personally, I think both of them obviously lack experience. Obviously, of course they do, because they're up-and-coming fighters. But to me, Daniel Dubois, I think people have... I think a lot of people have got a thing with him because he's a very humble guy. He's quiet. He's a young lad. He's up and coming. He's knocking out tomato cans, and he looks very good when you're looking out tomato cans. But like I've always stressed before, the Richard Lartley fight, I watched it with Mike. Mike streamed it to me. Me and Mike watched it live together. And I said to Mike, I ain't with this guy, man. There's something about him. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about him. And as I've watched a couple of his fights after, he's got power, he's got the size, he's got the youth, but he lacks so many different things. He lacks so many things in his game. And of course he's going to lack them because he's a young kid. He's up and coming. But he's flat-footed to me. He's slow. I don't find him any faster than Joe. I really don't. I don't think he moves his head. I think he's got a great jab and a great right hand. But there's several things with with Daniel Dubois what I don't like about him. His head movement. Number one, he doesn't move his head enough. He doesn't bob and weave. His body, he doesn't bob and weave. He's flat-footed. He doesn't bob and weave. And if you're fighting a heavyweight who can bounce up and down on his feet, jump in and jump out like the Holyfield's type of fighter, there's not many boxers who are like Holyfield, but Michael Hunter has got that. I'm not saying he's Holyfield, but what I'm saying, Michael Hunter has got that type of style where he can bounce around. He moves around. I just think someone like Daniel Dubois, okay, at this moment in time, if he come out and said a few months ago he'd fight Wilder, he's an absolute sitting duck for Wilder, AJ, Tyson, Fury. He wouldn't touch any of them three in my eyes. And I just believe, I think that kid will take a beating or he'll take a loss before he actually becomes a good fighter.
He's a plotter, Laws. He's a plotter. He can't move his feet. He doesn't have good footwork.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, OG. You're right, OG. I see it in him, man. I was talking to my stepdad the other day about it. I said to my stepdad, because my stepdad's a big Ali fan, massive Ali fan. He loves Muhammad Ali. Absolutely fucking worships the floor on Ali. And I was talking to my stepdad about him. I was saying, don't you think he's just like Big Frank years ago, Chris? I was saying, how, you know, all the UK were behind him saying he's this, that, and the other. And Chris said to me, my stepdad said, Loz, he's got the same fundamentals as Big Frank. He's got the power, he's got the strength, he's got no engine, and he's got no movement, and he's got cement in his boots. And when, like what you just said, Stormy, I see Joe Joyce beating this kid. I really do. I think he'll become a good fighter, but I think his first loss will come to Joe. That's just my point on it, because I've seen so many UK fighters. He's got that, without it sounding like I'm putting anything against my fellow countrymen, because I'm not. He's just got that UK style. He's that stiff, upright type of fighter. He's just got no movement side to side. And when you're fighting people like Wilder, even AJ can bob and move. Okay, he might not be the best, but he can bob. Imagine putting Daniel Dubois in with Andrew Ruiz. I'm sorry, but Andrew Ruiz had fucking wiped the floor with Daniel Dubois. Speed. What's up, bro?
I'm just saying you're right.
Yeah, I'm coming now, mate. I'm coming now. Yeah, I think someone like Andrew Ruiz against Daniel Dubois, he'd smash Daniel Dubois to pieces. That's what I think. Daniel Dubois would never be able to get out of the way of them counter punches from Andrew Ruiz. Never. But I guess we'll see. Like I say, it's all right when you're kicking over tomato cans. You fight someone who can actually move like Michael Hunter. Even Povetkin. I think Povetkin would smash him. I just think he's too concrete in his boots. But anyone want to piggyback off that for the next couple of minutes before I get up out of here? Or we done?
Hey, y'all, I gotta go work this job real quick.
Yeah, okay, bro. Right, I'm gonna get up out of here then. Stormy, an absolute pleasure, brother. I appreciate you coming through. I really do. I'm going to go back now and watch your live from yesterday, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, and salute to all the brothers that was on here with us. And thanks for having me on, man. Anytime, man. I love it.
Oh, thanks, Stormy. You're welcome, bro. Excuse me. Tyrone, an absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming on, brother. Really appreciate that. And Pep, you know, always, bro. You know, you're always welcome on here.
Thanks for having me. It's been a great show. Enjoy the rest of the evening, guys.
Yes, sir.
And I'm out.
Yeah, you too. Chi-Town, GG, Jupiter B, Jacob Jennings, Revo Map, Reggie Owens, everyone who come through, Queen, Flower 22, everyone who come through. Peace to you. Hope you all have a good week. And stay safe. I'm up out of here. Peace.